The Rolling Stone India interview touched on this. How does he define being a generous director?
In his own words, he doesn't want to force an artist to give up their personal narrative just to make a formulaic hit song. He isn't imposing his will on them. Instead, he creates a sonic playground.
A playground.
He builds a bespoke environment where an artist feels entirely safe to experiment, to be vulnerable, and to try vocal techniques or emotional deliveries they would never attempt on their own records.
A perfect example of this is his long-running collaborative history with the R&B vocalist Lee Hi. They've practically become musical soulmates. Our sources track their collaboration through what fans call the X series.
The X series is a fascinating case study in artistic trust. It started with the track X on Muggles Mansion, a dark, sultry song where Lee Hi's voice was layered into this rich, aged maturity.
And they kept going.
They followed it up with tracks literally titled XI and 12, and finally concluded the series with the track O on the People album.
I was reading about Lee Hi's vocal timbre. She has this very smoky, low register that stands out in the K-pop landscape. How does Ko Kun frame that specific voice?
He strips away the typical dense pop instrumentation that usually crowds her frequency range. He gives her low register room to breathe, often pairing her voice with very sparse resonant piano chords or deep analog bass.
Letting the vocals shine.
He knows exactly how to extract that bluesy, soulful depth that other producers miss. Their chemistry is so profound that it transcends label boundaries. When they first met, Lee Hi was locked into a very restrictive contract at the main YG Entertainment label, while Ko Kun was at the indie high HGRND sublabel.
And when her contract expired, she actually followed him to AOMG.